We once again interrupt this program for a very important news bulletin.
Within India, there is a village of people who was lately captured and forced into slavery. However, there's a story about their escape from slavery. Now, to Hans.
Yeah, this is Hans, and yeah, slavery is no good, yeah, and what it is people, they take other people and they say, you do this, you do that, and it hurts their feelings, and it's still happening today, surprisingly. And there's a news clip that we will show, these people rise up against the slavery, and yeah, shows the news clip.
Yeah, slavery is much like mother telling you to pick up room every day.
Yeah, mother.
George! Run the doors clear!
Azadnagar is one of the poorest villages in one of the poorest places on earth. 40 families live here. They don't even own blankets to protect themselves from the coming winter. The villagers were bonded laborers or slaves in the rock quarries of Uttar Pradesh, India. Ranfal was born a slave. He had no concept of freedom.
If I would move in my house or out of my house, if I want to sit somewhere, get up, if I want to eat, if I want to drink, anything I wanted to do, I required permission. Freedom of movement was something I was not aware of, didn't know it existed. And it wasn't just me. My mother, my father, my grandparents had to live through this generation after generation. It was deep in the psyche.
4,000 slaves have walked out of slavery and into freedom, sustainable freedom. They are now working in their own quarries in northern India. This is a revolutionary idea.
As you can see, it is very horrible of all the slavery in the world. However, it is good that they overthrow their masters.
The overthrow is the government rising against slavery.
Well, now, in a different story, we will join Matthias out in the field for a completely unrelated story.
Yeah, no relation. Go to Matthias!
George! To Matthias!
That was a good movie. It really reminds me of the book.
So, you say you've read Huckleberry Finn, the book, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm
Matthias
from the German news report. I'm here to ask you, how do you think, after reading the book, what's your conclusion about comments and certain things said in the book? What's your conclusion on how you feel about Negroes and slavery and portray it to the readers?
Well, I really liked how he didn't portray slavery as a good thing, that's for sure. And he did that through Huck and Jim's friendship. You know, Huck finally realized that Jim is a real person too. Just because he's black doesn't mean he's lower than Huck. And he really realized that, and he saved Jim from being a slave. And I thought that was a really good message to portray to Mark Twain's readers.
Right, I agree to you. I agree that Mark Twain wasn't trying to portray slavery as a good thing. So, after reading the book, how does this pertain to young readers and people reading this book today? How can it help them form an opinion on slavery and how black people should be treated and all races should be treated? How do you feel about this?
Well, I saw on the news just now about how there's still slavery and oppression today. And I think that young people reading this can really tell them that, you know, these people are just like us, and we can change the world and treat these people just like normal people all by ourselves.
Right, I think so too. Now back to our fellows in the newsroom.
The Tanzen.
Nein, kein Tanzen. Tanzen?
Tanzen.
Tanzen. Ja, Revolution. Ja, Tanzen.
La Revolution!
And how Mark Twain felt about it. How do you want to... And how Mark Twain felt about it. How do you want to... The purpose of it. It can still pertain to people reading it today. And dang it.
No, I'm not.
We hope you enjoyed